Welcome to my YouTube channel. GeneralMind. Today, our topic is about mindful eating, the psychology of taste. Our next question is from Michelle, who asks, what are some ways we can help children deal with strong emotions like anger? What are some things we should avoid doing? Well, this is a very good question. And before we get into that, I want to first share something else. You know, one of the most powerful things you can do to improve your health and well-being is to learn how to manage your emotions. And the reason for this is because our emotions have a profound effect on our behavior. And if we don't learn how to deal with our emotions in a healthy way, it can lead to all kinds of problems, such as unhealthy behaviors, strained relationships, and poor performance at work or school. That's why learning how to manage your emotions is so important. It's essential to our mental health and overall well-being. Okay, now let's get back to the question. One way we can help children deal with strong emotions like anger is by teaching them how to practice self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand our emotions and how they affect our behavior. When we're angry, we need to teach them to take a step back and assess the situation and try to figure out what is causing their anger. Is it something that happened recently? Or is it something that's been bothering them for a long time? By teaching them to become more aware of their emotions, it can help them better understand themselves and how to manage their anger in a healthy way. Another way we can help children deal with anger is by teaching them how to regulate their emotions. Emotion regulation refers to the ability to control our emotional state and expression. When a child feels angry, they may lash out and say or do something they'll later regret. So it's important to teach them how to take a deep breath, count to 10, or use another calming technique to help them cool down before they say or do something they'll regret. In addition to these two strategies, we can also model healthy ways of expressing and managing anger. Children learn by example, so if we show them how to express their anger in a calm and assertive way, they're more likely to follow our lead. We can also provide them with opportunities to practice expressing their anger in a healthy way. For example, we can encourage them to role-play different scenarios with us or with other children. By practicing, children will be better prepared to handle situations where they feel angry in the future. Finally, it's also important to create a supportive environment where children feel safe expressing their emotions. This means avoiding any shaming or punishing them for feeling angry. Instead, we want to let them know that it's okay to feel angry and that we're there to help them work through their feelings. Remember, anger is a normal emotion that everyone experiences. By teaching children how to manage their anger in a healthy way, we can help them develop the emotional skills they need to succeed in life. Okay, now I want to shift the conversation to something related but distinct from the psychology of anger. I want to talk to you about the psychology of taste. Have you ever wondered why you like certain foods and drinks? Or why you find others unappealing? Believe it or not, there's a lot more to your taste preferences than you might think. And understanding the psychology of taste can actually help you make healthier food choices and enjoy your meals even more. So let's start with the basics. You probably already know that we have 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, which is a savory flavor that's often described as meaty or brothy. But did you know that each of these tastes is associated with a different set of emotions and memories? For example, we tend to associate sweet flavors with pleasure and reward. That's why we love desserts like ice cream and chocolate. Sour flavors, on the other hand, are often linked to feelings of disgust or rejection. That's why we tend to avoid foods like lemons and vinegar. But these associations aren't just based on our personal experiences. They're actually hardwired into our brains. Our emotions and memories are processed in different parts of the brain. And these areas are connected to the part of the brain that's responsible for processing taste. That means that when we eat, we're not just tasting the food. We're also experiencing a whole range of emotions and memories that are triggered by the flavors. And it's not just our past experiences that influence our taste preferences. Our emotions can also affect how we perceive the taste of food. For example, if we're feeling stressed or anxious, we may be more likely to seek out comfort foods like sweets or fatty foods. These foods can trigger the release of chemicals in the brain that make us feel calm and relaxed. Similarly, if we're in a good mood, we may be more adventurous when it comes to trying new foods. Understanding the relationship between our emotions and our taste preferences can help us make healthier food choices. For example, if we know that we're more likely to overeat when we're feeling stressed, we can take steps to manage our stress levels, such as taking a walk or listening to music. We can also be more mindful of our eating habits and pay attention to how our emotions affect our appetite. If we're feeling bored or lonely, we may be more likely to eat, even if we're not hungry. In these cases, it can be helpful to find alternative ways to satisfy our emotional needs, such as reaching out to a friend or finding a new hobby. By understanding the psychology of taste and the role that emotions play in our eating habits, we can develop a healthier relationship with food and make better choices for our bodies. Now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the psychology of taste? You think our emotions have an effect on the way we perceive flavors? And what do you think about mindful eating? Do you practice it? So how has it affected your relationship with food? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, you don't have to struggle with your mental health alone. There are resources available to help you every step of the way. You can find more information and resources in the description below. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with others who might benefit. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos like this one. We'd love to have you back for more.